Zack Snyder's Justice League is a fucking masterpiece. And I'm gonna be honest, I didn't think this film would blow away my expectations or even be as good or on par with the Marvel Studios Avengers films. I was shocked. Heck, I expected the critics to shit on this film, but it was the exact opposite. And I was like wondering, what's going on here? Why are they giving it good reviews? Even though, those who dislike Zack Snyder's films and even the Joss Whedon Just Shit League film were impressed with this new film, and I found it very hard to believe until I watched it for myself. And look, I know the main issues with Zack's films is that there's always a lot of action, not too much character development and story, and his films are always visually stunning. For example, it just seems like things were missing in the Batman v Superman film, but when the director's cut came out, I was very impressed. Again, those who despise the theatrical version were also impressed with the director's cut and actually started to like the film because there was more story to tell. And look, at this point, I absolutely despise Joss Whedon's Justice League. I mean, he could have taken the 4-hour film and just turned it to a 2.5-hour film at best. But what did he do? He reshot new scenes, which was a waste of studio money, and just made those scenes very cringy. I mean, the only thing that I really liked from the original was the Pet Sematary joke from The Flash, and the Aquaman Wonder Woman lasso moment, which was not in a new film. I thought it was pretty funny. Of course, the haters are going around stating that it's the same movie but just 2 hours longer, but they're just trolling. Don't believe that shit, because it's not. It's a whole different film. And I would say that maybe Josh used like maybe an hour's footage from Zack's film, and everything else was, his just terrible scenes that made the film much, much worse. Waste of time, waste of money, and just ruined the film. I mean, the whole Russian family scene, heck, even the first 18 minutes of the film is completely different from the theatrical version, especially the opening of the film, and it also explains as to why the mother boxes have awoken, but I will get into spoilers later. I just gotta say, Joss Whedon butchered Zack Snyder's film, and I hope that Zack never watches that film, because Christopher Nolan is right in stating and warning Zack Snyder's wife, Deborah Snyder, that she should never let Zack watch that film, because it would break his heart. It broke my heart watching this new film, and remembering all those hard scenes put in by Joss Whedon, and how much of a difference it would make if Josh just cut the film down instead of adding new scenes that Warner Brothers requested, because they wanted to follow the Marvel formula by keeping it lighthearted and filled with humor. Big mistake. For those worried about it being 4 hours, trust me that just like Infinity War and Endgame, it goes by really quick and you want even more. You just can't stop watching. And Ray Fisher was the heart and soul of this film. And it makes me even more upset at this point that Warner Brothers fired him from The Flash, because he really showed such amazing talent in the film. And I now understand as to why he's so pissed off at Joss Whedon for cutting all of his most powerful scenes and turn him into a side character. And the Joker and Batman scene was just as epic as the Christian Bale and Heath Ledger scene from The Dark Knight, and you just want to see more of it between Ben Affleck and Jared Leto. And I mean, look, it wasn't as epic, but the dialogue between those two and attention was intense. Obviously, when you watch the film, you know what I'm talking about, because if you take those two scenes, one is physical, the other one's just, nothing happens physically. Anyway, and Ray Porter's Darkseid was scary as shit. I mean, Thanos was menacing, but this guy, man, he'll make you shit yourself. He'll shit wipe for a week. And Gal Gadot as Wonder Woman totally paid off in the disappointment from Wonder Woman 1984, and was so fucking badass in this film. My goodness. I gotta say, justice was definitely served to that character in this film. And look, the whole entire cast did such an amazing job, and I'm so happy for them and Zack Snyder. Because can you imagine the disappointment back when the film came out, and all the scenes they worked really hard for are just done, and then all the scenes that were just really bad were put in there, aunties, I can only imagine how they felt. Anyway, I had so much fun watching this movie, and I can't wait to hear everybody's reactions when they check it out. It actually is coming up at 3 a.m. And I'm going to talk about spoilers for now. So for those of you who don't want to know, please leave now.
Face it, Tiger, you just hit the jackpot. Woo!